Welcome back to Arctic Diver Pro Hub, and I'm Viviana, instructor Viviana. So today we have our guest, Tuulia. Tuulia is gonna share the topic about her teaching experience in Finland, because as we know, some of you guys know her, she used to diving in some tropical water before, but now after she moved back to Finland and then she continued diving and then also teaching diving many years in Finland. So I think now I would like to invite Tuulia, introduce yourself and also share some of your story, how you start diving to us.
Hi Viviana, thanks for inviting me to the Pro Hub. So I'm Tuulia Saarenpää and one of the owners of Arctic Divers and also an instructor, like Viviana said. My diving history goes back to 2012. That's when I did my open water course in Thailand.
Oh, okay.
In Koh Phangan, and I was actually there this year, end of last year, to visit the exact dive center that I started this journey at. I did my open water divers course there, and then I dove, I think, in one other country, that was Cambodia, the next year. And then actually I had a break of about 2 to 3 years. I really liked it. Why I wanted to get into diving in the first place is because we lived in South Korea when I was a child with my family, and we did a lot of trips to Asia, so Thailand, Malaysia, and while we didn't really do any scuba diving as kids, but I was a lot in the pool and in the sea, so the sea and ocean became really a natural place to be, and I loved it. I don't think there was a lot of diving for kids at that time, unfortunately, but if there was, I would have definitely been first to sign up. So yeah, after I did my open water divers course, I had a bit of a break, but then my mother wanted to start diving as well.
Oh, okay.
So she did the course a few years afterwards, and I must take you back to the open water diver course. I did it with my brother.
Oh, okay.
Then my mother got into scuba diving as well, and then she suggested, how about we all do the advanced open water course together as a family. In the Philippines called Malapascua, which means bad Easter, by the way. Spanish captain shipwrecked there during Easter, and they called it Malapascua, which is bad Easter in Spanish. That's where really the kind of pro inspiration came. So we did the advanced with my mom, and then my mom went back to Finland, and this was a time I was having kind of a year's break from my career choices. And then I went from kind of advanced to Divemaster there in Malapascua.
Oh, okay. So spend like a couple of years there.
No, actually it was less than 6 months. So I really went 0 to hero. Really got into it. I didn't think when I did my open water course that I would become instructor, but there it kind of hit me. I had a really good instructor, or lots of good instructors. Mariella, hello Mariella, Peppan and Alex and Dane, everyone who worked at Devotion Divers really helped in the journey there. And then of course, as Divemaster we had lots of students, real students, so it was great to get lots of experience there in the Philippines. And Malapascua is one of the very special diving places. You can see thresher sharks and things like this. I mentioned earlier it was a break in my real career, so I did have to come back to Finland, and I thought, okay, this cannot be the end. This cannot be the end. So the first thing I did was I googled diving in Finland.
What did you find?
Not much.
Okay.
To be honest, there was not much. Social medias were quite dead, not much on Google, some clubs. At the end of 2017. And I wanted to do the instructor course. I thought that's the next step in Finland. And I just was reaching out to anyone new from Finland who knew anything about diving.
Yeah.
And Ari-Pekka, our dear own Ari-Pekka, referred me to, guess who? With water.
Okay.
And we started, but then there was a little bit of a break due to work challenges and schedules. But 2019, we had a group of 3 that did the instructor course, and then I graduated as instructor in June of 2019.
Yeah. Okay. 6 years ago.
6 years ago. And then you know the rest, I guess.
How did you manage yourself to dive again in Finland? I mean, we have a lot of stuff: dry suit, hood, and gloves, and more weight.
Yeah. So to be honest, I did my instructor exam in a wetsuit. I wasn't yet ready, but yeah, just do it. Like Nike says, no promotional claims here. Practice. I mean, diving is an ever-evolving sport, and I think the opportunities to learn are endless. My next trek, I think, is technical diving at some point. So it's a never-ending journey, and just learn more.
Yeah, your passion about diving is kind of overcome all the, we say, like problem or difficulty to get used to diving again in Finland. I think it's not a problem at all for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think for other people, if you're ever diving in like tropical water mostly, but now you're living in Finland and probably you're considered to be the pro, then I think it's very clear. If you really want to do it, it's nothing will be the difficulty or challenging for yourself. Of course, will be a little bit painful beginning because you have to telling yourself you need to put on a lot of stuff. Basically, half time of your diving you have to do it. Can you share about some experience of when you were diving as a dive master in Philippines, and how does that looks like, and also compare to the teaching diving in Finland? How's that different between those two countries?
Sure. So in the tropical countries, and especially an island which is really focused on just diving. There was not much else tourist-wise. Not that it's a problem for the dive sites, because there was a lot of dive shops. There was a lot of dive shops. It was more a factory of students, and of course you get to know some students.
Yeah.
But there were so many that there's
so many competitors. I think.
Competitors, and so many people coming in and out.
Yeah.
Whereas in Finland, what I maybe like even more is that you get to know the students even more, and it's not, we are personalizing our diving experiences for people individually, and it feels more like a family than maybe in a country where it's like factory wise. So that's one of the bigger differences. Physically, of course, as you know, the waters are completely different. There's different things to see, but people here are more they really want to do diving for diving, not just the bucket list. To get it ticked off the list. So that's maybe some of the differences. Both of us, I think, have experience from coming from a tropical country to Finland, and we've loved it so far, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. And I think the most important, because PADI is very worldwide, so it doesn't matter you did somewhere in other countries and now you want to continue in Finland, there's not a problem, because we are the PADI Dive Center, so it's very easily to continue. That is from different organization, but it's also welcome, because we are also welcoming for crossover system candidates and then people, so that there is not really limited like which system you're holding it.
Exactly.
We encourage our potential candidates, like if they are standing in the crossroad, think about should they do it or not, because they might be quite afraid. Do you have any encouraging words to them?
Passion for diving. Just do it. Maybe that is my slogan, just do it.
Yeah. So just do it is our today's very important keywords here. Just do it. Well, it's true, because when you think more, you will just stop. But when you just do it, learning by doing is always the case. It's also very suitable in Finland.
It's in a lifetime opportunity. Yeah. Just do it.
Exactly. Just once in your life, and then think about it. And of course, all the questions you have, just contacting us, and then we're here ready to talking with you, and then all the questions, I think we have a lot of resource support. And so that's all for today. So thank you for joining us. See you next time. Bye bye.